back to Mr. Arsenal podcast for the fifth video on this channel in 4 days, if you want to include the little clip-up thing we did on Monday, along with the podcast and all that jazz. Busy. Right, just getting busier. This is, as I say, the fifth video, certainly fourth live stream, fifth video in all. We are back for the match day watch-alongs, even though the men's teams are on international break now. The women are back. The timing is perfect. The women are back. And it's Champions League qualification today. Well, part of it anyway. Partway to qualifying for Champions League properly for the girls this year. After finishing third in the WSL last year, we have to do these qualifying BS games basically. But in one sense, it could prove beneficial because we can go full strength. We can get our match fitness before the likes of Emma Hayes and Skinner can at United and all that. So cool. It's all good in the hood there. I will put the teams up in a sec. I will just want to say first off, in terms of the game was meant to kick off in 6 minutes time at 4 o'clock UK time. It has been delayed by 15 minutes, so it's going to be kicking off at 4:15 UK time instead. Apparently, a fire alarm went off in the stadium, and they had to do their safety check to make sure everything was okay, and there wasn't actually a fire on site, basically. So yeah, got Nemeth in the chat straight away. Now, hopefully, they're rants today. Oh dear. Meads back on the bench. It says BX, Lascelles, and Russo get their debuts. 3 debuts. We've got 3 debuts actually. McCabe and Frida Marnham, the Killers are starting. Blastini's on the bench. Fire emojis 3 times. Tonight has drama written all over it, and hopefully 3 points. Well, as I said, BX, this is no points up for grabs. This is literally winner takes all to the next stage of qualifying for the Champions League proper. No points this time round. But hopefully, I have been informed, by the way, by Emerson since last night's podcast that if by whatever miracle the opposition pull up today, if it is a draw in any capacity after 90 minutes, it's straight to pens. I don't think we'll need that. As I said last night, I think we blitz this team. I'm going to put the teams up in a sec. Here we go. I mean, we've gone full strength. We ain't messing about. We are not messing about. Zingsberger's in goal. Malitz obviously playing right back because obviously our other right back is out injured still from our ACL, still recovering from that. Rossi with a Moy. Amanda Islet making her debut in the defence. Sorry. Kaylee McCabe playing left back. Got Leah Vorti and Kim Nichols making a return and getting the armband back in that pivot. And then just in front of him, got Frida Marnham playing the Odegaard role, if you will, the Bergkamp on the cam, basically. What would be Viv's role, basically, not nowadays. But obviously, Viv's still not back. It's Frida Marnham. She is starting in that cam role. Our player of the season last year. And you got obviously the case, as mentioned already, making her debut as well. The Canadian forward making a debut since making a move from Benfica, I want to say. And then Caitlin Ford starting, and Alicia Russo, England's number 23. And then on the bench, as been mentioned already, one of the players anyway, we've got D'Angelo on the bench, we've got Williams on the bench, we've got Beatty, Kately, Pavlova, Catherine Cora, Beth Mead is back after what it seemed an eternity for the poor girl in terms of since she got her injury nearly a year ago. She is back, but she's on the bench at Easner, and they're not going to rush her back, which is a good thing. But I would have given the first half and then took her off. But that's me. You got Leah Hurling as well. You got Gio on the bench. You got Leah, and you got Stina Blackstenius. As I say, we are not messing about today. No mercy. BX, the men's may be on a break, but the ladies keep the action rolling. Come on, you gunners. Emerson's obviously saying good afternoon to herself, and obviously I'll shout out to everyone else as well. Tom's in the chat already as well. Big up, Tom. Did you know that the only subscribers of 60 seconds or longer can send messages? Either way, I'm having a chicken wrap. Not a kebab, a wrap. Probably actually healthy, depending on what bread they use or dough, whatever they use for the wrap itself. Less carbs, so we say. I've got a free Pepsi too. Everything is coming up for Tom. It's the weather. It's the weather. Just take a free drink. Everyone's dying. Give them a free drink. Literally, as I said, I can't wear anything like my Arsenal shirt. I'd wear the match day shirt that the team's wearing. I can't. It's too hot. It'll be literally soaked to me already by now. Big up to everyone. There's 42 of you watching. Big up to yourselves. 39 now. Literally, put yourselves in the chat. Give your score predictions. Who you're supporting, basically, for an Arsenal fan, newcomer, or you're supporting the opposition team or rival, whatever. Who do you think's going to stand out today? What do you think the scoreline is going to be? And yeah, we've got hello saying hello. How do we watch it on the app? Basically, if you want to watch this game in the UK or some parts of Europe, you can watch it on the Arsenal website. But I don't know what time they're launching it because there's a delay to kick off, so you have to bear with me on that one. Thank you everyone for joining. Please slap the like. Yeah, absolutely do smash them likes up. Do subscribe as well, and absolutely obliterate it. Oh dear. Make me melting worthwhile. But yeah, I'm literally wearing the loosest cotton t-shirt I could find. So just so you don't stick to me and I'm actually somewhat cool for this stream. Absolutely obliterating though. Fucking YouTube, you guys are smashing it because we've got 68 people now watching. This is madness. Well, even for Women's Watchalong, we never had this many numbers in from YouTube itself. Big up to yourselves. As I say, subscribe, get chatting in the chat, chat with not just myself, the regulars as well. And yeah, 3 of our players previously played in his opposition team, opposing team, whatever they call it. Yeah. I would assume then by that, being their Swedish, that would be Amanda and Stina. Definitely what 2 of them filmed. I think that Amanda, I think I mentioned it as well. Amanda was, Stina Blackstenia was. I can't remember the third one, but it'll come to me later, don't worry. Tom's saying, don't forget the 4 Nelson podcast. Yeah, for all you wrestling fans out there that are coming across this channel for the first time, also want to go and check out Tom's channel as well. So channel fully dedicated to wrestling, past, present, future, basically. Yeah, we'll have a laugh at there. Yeah, go and check it out, basically. I'll be popping my head in there that way. Bloody hell, 88. Come on, guys, get going in the chat, guys. Come on. While you're sorting yourselves out and doing that, getting invested into the chat as well, I am gonna get my other screen up. Pull this over to there. Onto my other monitor screen. There we go. Like that. Like that. Make that bigger again. As it stands, it kicks off in 14 minutes. It was only as it stands. So last time I checked, it was a 15-minute delay because a fire alarm went off in the stadium, and they had to get everyone out, make sure there was no fire, everything was okay. It's just a false alarm, basically. Oh, one day, then, one day. Oh, you never know. Right, it's time to get my everything up on my end, so I can keep you guys updated as when the teams come out. I do not care about this. All they've got to get. Oh, you've got to be kidding. What's that? I watch it on the app. You can't even watch it on the actual. Can't watch it on the website. You're taking the piss. You got to watch it on the app. Are they kidding me? This is it. Stream live action for free on Arsenal.com and the official app. So where the fuck's that going? So basically, the live hasn't gone live yet. Basically, just to be clear, hasn't gone live yet. As soon as they go live, I'll inform you guys, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, not gone live apparently. God's sake, keep refreshing that then, won't I? Yep. Get your score predictions in, by the way, for this game. Who do you think is going to stand up player? We've got Moss in the chat across the pond. Canada basketball into semi-finals, bring on Serbs and Americans. Fair enough. BX is going for a 5-2. If we can see, with all due respect, if we can see even a goal against this team, we're in trouble. With how strong we've gone today. I wouldn't be surprised, based on her summer form, I wouldn't be surprised if Amanda Islip gets a goal in her debut. Good that we're advertised worldwide from Barbados, Hong Kong, and Malaysia. Oh, you're talking about Arsenal, doesn't it? Oh, okay. And then the scoreboards you have to do. I don't even know what their colours are, to be honest. I'll wait until the team comes out. Do I have to do home colours? Where it's Arsenal, it's an art. This ain't a neutral Watchalong. I think it was Newcastle, Liverpool. Marcy's going for a 4-1 win. Nemeth saying 1-0. That doesn't mean he's giving up scoreboard. That just means he's beaten Nemeth. Jesus Christ. Let's go and check out the old YouTube analytics side of things. How are we doing over there? Because there's a lot of you guys in already. That's mental. As I say, not had that many people in here in donkey's years. A few of you have subscribed as well. Most of you, a lot of you watched, but a few new faces subscribed as well. That's cool. Do spread the word of the channel as well as we're about to go live. If we haven't even kicked the ball hasn't been kicked. And we've had 523 views already. 446 of you literally watching live now. Mental. Do smash the likes up, guys. The more you guys hit the likes, the bigger it hits the algorithm of YouTube, and they keep pushing this, and we grow this channel faster and better than ever before, basically. Let's refresh this. See if they're up and running yet. Here we go. Oh. Not yet. It's not started yet. It's coming soon. Coming soon. I don't know about that right there. When they come out, when the girls come, when I get coverage, I'll inform you of the coverage, basically. Oh, there you got to laugh. If you don't laugh, you cry. There is a 1-0, but oh my God. You think it's a very? You think our stats will be very that low, really? 3-2 says Edmondson. Okay, fair enough. He's got the only one that's gone for a very close scoreline. So that and Nemeth, actually, you and Nemeth have gone for very close scorelines. Stefan's here. He's in the house. Says I hint of a rant. Not yet. Is Amanda the hot Swedish? Yes, Amanda is the attractive blonde Swedish woman. Yes, but don't get you and your. What is it with you and blondes? When it comes to Arsenal, Stefan, you're not an Arsenal fan. Exactly, Stefan. Tell these new faces, get in here, coming in here. Don't only hit the likes up, subscribe as well. Keep subscribing, share the content around. There's not many channels of ours from the Arsenal community that cover the women's game. I'm one of a few couple actually. One of a couple of a few, a couple. And trust me, this channel unique to anything else in terms of that we'll just no matter what the quality of the game is, we always keep ourselves occupied and busy and having a laugh along the way. Oh dear. We got Alerta CM, a Benfica. Looks like a Benfica fan, says Michael. Yes, a Benfica fan. Welcome. Yes, she starts. Your former player, your Chloe, your ex Chloe. Look, she is starting up top. Not up top, she'll be up there. I think the full three itself, because they're all out and out, they're all forwards, i.e. strikers naturally. But I think it's going to be a matter of Musso will be starting on the top, and then the other two just between the three of them now, I think will change at the game, depending on how the game goes. But I'm looking forward to seeing Chloe how she settles in to the new team. I'm calling that goal in the opening 5 minutes. I'll be shocked if it isn't. I'll be shocked. Where can you watch this in the Netherlands? Let me have a look for you. They don't. And Emerson, actually, ask Emerson. Emerson in the chat if Emerson's still watching. Can people outside the UK watch it the same way we're watching it, or is it different for them? I don't want to send. I don't want to say just go to X where we watch it, and it's not there for them because I was here in the Netherlands. Oh God, Tom. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, it's very much too far. Yeah, come on, help Ryan out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As I said, this is the full stream I've done in 4 days. Fifth video in general over the 4 days as well. And it's probably no my fucking luck. I've probably got more lined up. I haven't fucking figured out doing, but probably have to do more over this weekend. Or actually over this 2 week off from the men's side of things. Got the Rugby World Cup starting on Friday night. What's a game that is actually? I didn't realise it was a crack of a game kicking off the World Cup in the rugby. France versus New Zealand. What a cracker that is. Go on, New Zealand. Put the host nations in their place. Oh, then if you're obsessed with my hair and any hair part of my body, basically. Guys, gives a thumbs up. If Ryan gets 150 likes, he'll shave all his hair off, including his eyebrows. You're obsessed. We'll wait. Yes, we are waiting for the game to kick off. It's not the footage hasn't gone live yet. We're 10. It's 10 past 5 minutes. Okay, no, double check now. I think I'll double check. I need to stop that for a second. I'll double check now. Bear with me. Refresh the page. Make sure there's no more delays to kick off. Because again, no footage has come up on the screen yet on my end. No, nothing saying any more delays. So basically, for the next 4 minutes, the game's kicking off, so the girls will be out soon. But again, there's no footage on my screen here, so as soon as I get footage, I'll let you guys know. Only on Arsenal. Is that only that? So yeah, what I'm saying, can people outside the UK watch it with us or? Anyhow, so yes, I'll get into that as well. Thanks for reminding me, Moss. By the way, I'll get into that in a sec as well. Well, the girls on the bench. So teams must be out already. But literally, literally footage has just gone up on my screen to make my screen bigger. Actually, hey. No! Don't stop. Didn't start that, but okay. This is an Arsenal team I can't really get behind. Obviously, referring to our team in general, yeah. Consider again the World Cup's like 2 weeks since it ended. The World Cup itself, it's mental. Ryan shot goal is an unintentionally clickbaity episode title. What? I'll put it as it is in the order it is and all that as well. Oh, bloody hell. You got Lossy Jones in the chat. Looks like you're a new face as well. Welcome to the channel. I'm assuming you're a Gooner or a supporter from another team that's just watching women's football. Welcome. Oh dear. Isn't it free? It's free for me, but I don't know because I didn't check into it. I'm just saying. I do not always click back in motherfuckers. But yeah, I'd assume if you haven't already, go over to arsenal.com and go from there basically. But the subs are on the bench. The teams aren't out yet. Decent turnout actually for in the stands. Yeah, words out. Is it delayed? It was yeah. Sorry, hair. It was delayed because it was meant to kick. The game was meant to kick off at 4 o'clock 13 minutes ago. There was a delay. There was a fire alarm went off in the stadium. They had to clear all the fans out and the respective teams as well, all at the stadium, and do their safety check to make sure everything was okay. Actually, there's no actual fire, and it's just a false alarm basically before they brought everyone back in. It's now kick. It's due to kick. The teams are just coming out now on my screen. Here we go. Ours are in the red and white. Zinsberg is wearing that green goalie top though, like the lime green, the black panels on the side and all that. Well, if you let us know where you're watching from, I might be able to help because there's a few of us there's a few people in the chat that aren't even from the UK. Like BX Gunner's not from the UK, Across the Pond's not from the UK. They might be able to help you on that side of things. 25 likes, that's mental. Keep dropping in likes up, guys. Absolutely appreciate it. If you are living outside the UK, don't worry. Most of us, well, not most. Obviously, I live in the UK, but most of the people in the chat are from outside the UK, i.e., America, Canada, wherever, basically. So if they're watching the game, they'll be able to inform you where they're watching it from as well. If you can't watch it on Arsenal.com. Yeah, but yeah, again, in terms, yeah, right. Does Zan do in terms of the main event, like the group stages onwards, for the actual for it proper? But when it comes to qualifying, it's respective teams that have to show it basically. Well, again, like I say, if you've just come in, have no fear. There's a few people in the chat that are from outside the UK are watching it with us now. They will, if you ask nicely, BX Gunner Across the Pond, they will literally tell you where they're watching it from, where you can find it for yourself. I love women's football so much. That's good to know. That's good to know. But this will be the first season now in a row that this channel here, myself and others on this channel have been covering the women's team, Arsenal women's team mainly, but women's football as well in general. And it literally covered no matter what. We cover every single Arsenal women's game is covered on this channel no matter what. We also cover the England because I'm English as well, as you can tell. We cover the England women's team as well, be it international break, like they're qualifying for the World Cups or Euros respectively, and the World Cup itself. Got the Jordan over here. But yeah, it's not helping me out here. Oh dear. I predict a win for Arsenal with BX is over 51% confident. We all with all due respect, we all obliterate this team. Playing dark blue, yep. Peter Marner's team. Is it AstroTurf as well by the looks of the pitch? Not put the pitch, put it that way. Going by the imagery. And we're off. Come on, Leos. Come on. Here we go. There's the scoreboard. I am not, full due respect, my friend, I'm not messing about. I'm on the setup, by the way. I can't be having the egg. I'm melting as it is here in the UK. Trying to get the link, or stream get the Discord and then stream the game into Discord. It's like that's the however thing. I've got to go back and forth, make sure it's working now. I'm sorry, but literally, as I say, it's Arsenal.com. Well, I'm watching it from anyway. Arsenal.com, and once others find it, exactly be it. Yeah, but even if I shared the screen on here, I'll get shut down within seconds because of YouTube. That's the YouTube thing. But YouTube, I've always said, in terms of what these people come in and ask this of certain games randomly as well nowadays, but it is what it is. I've always said, sorry, can't do it if YouTube didn't have this particular rule in place and we could do it. Obviously, I would show. I'll put it on the screen and we watch it together like that way. But it is what it is. I have to work within the rules. Yeah, but Discord itself, the absolute, yeah, kind of hero. At least I'm thinking at the moment. But even in Discord itself, I've got 2 monitors opposite. I'm watching. They're watching the game with one other monitor here, and I'm keeping an eye on the chat here. Alex in the chat is saying, "Where are you playing? Playing Sweden? It's Sweden. We're playing in Sweden. Even though I don't know why this does the home team on the in the draw. We are playing in Sweden, and then if we win today, our next round will be against Paris FC or whoever wins, or the other opponent they're playing. So potentially you could be playing in Paris, again, still listen to the home team. Now if I will die if I wear a jersey in this humidity anyway. Stefan says, I do watch a certain team on Facebook, but I don't have it constantly switch. Yeah. But in terms of the Discord, I've got a Discord, but it's because I did it on another system. I've got to then get the password, log all that in, set everything up. Maybe next time, but the next round I will. Maybe if you stick around and stop being a bit aggressive in the chat, I will stick around. I will do it for the next round of qualifying because I'm getting the assumption we might have the same issue worldwide, so I might do it for that. But in the meantime, as I say, keep smashing that like button. Do subscribe as well, and do share the content. Do share the stream around as well for your friends, your family, and all other fellow football lovers, basically Arsenal supporters, whatever. Yeah, it's an AstroTurf pitch. I say AstroTurf is fake, basically. Didn't know there's on Discord. No, basically there isn't. In terms of I'd have to, as I say, on my particular Discord, set everything up, grab the link, put this what I'm watching from Arsenal.com, and put it into the Discord for worldwide, everyone else in the world to watch it. Wake up. Bit scuffy there from the girls' defence. Anyway, it is what it is. I apologise for the hair, by the way, but I'm just literally melting today. It's not today. This isn't the day to be up here, PC and everything on, and just have heat coming in here. Oh dear. But I didn't get my prediction, did I? My score prediction is going to be 4-0, I think. I think 4-0 win. Comfortable win. Nice and easy. No more messing about. Where are you, Nemeth? Because it's not been queued. It's not well. I won't get up on the top of it. I live near the Heathrow Terminal 4 and 5, don't I? So it's on top of an airport. Of all terminals, the fucking busiest ones as well. Jesus, no. So that's drawing more heat. So it's actually it might be good for everyone else. But yeah, where I'm actually set. Yeah, I'm there. It's just more. It's more hotter. I'm wearing a cotton t-shirt. I can do this all the fucking time every few minutes just to get a bit of cool air to the body. got a penalty. I'm messing about. Didn't even see how, honestly, I didn't even see why. There's all the anarchy in the chat here. Didn't see how we got a pen, but Kim Little standing over it. Her first kick of the first shot at goal since coming back from injury as well. This will be start the new season as we go. Here we go. Kim Little. Oh, missed it again. Kim. Oh, Kim. Ah. You know what? This has happened a couple of times in the last 12 months now. Every time we take it off the pens. This is a couple of times now. He's missed a penalty. Missed a penalty in the game. I think was it Reading last year? Away. I think West Ham away as well, if I remember correctly. And now today. I know it's the first game back, but this is becoming suddenly a regular occurrence. I'm not liking it. Ian in the chat, could you recreate the game for us via Shadow? Oh my days, we've got another random. Someone's going to fit right into this channel, Ian. With all these Stefan, Emerson, Nemeth, fucking Tom, all them young ones in the chat, you got to fit right in with that thing like that. Oh dear. Whilst I melt away. Yes. Going back to what I was saying about Kim Little, these penalty misses. Used to be, Reading was a one-off. We've seen at the time. Then it came to West Ham. If I remember correctly, West Ham away. Now it's just like, yeah, it's just going for the motion sort of thing. I think we have to take it off. Personally, I think we have to take off the pens and give it to someone else. Personally, Russo, if she's back, or Viv, McCabe. McCabe's got at least a couple as well. All the usual suspects. The ones that are in here at the moment, all the others have. Sam hasn't been popped in yet. Oh dear, you say you're innocent. If you don't, I blame Case. It's bad rep. He steps in when I need him most, and you've got to give him a bad rep. Numbers are now going down on my YouTube side of things because I'm not showing the game, even though it's a YouTube rule. Numbers are going to drop down. It is what it is, though. Alex is asking which formation are we playing? Oh, basically, again, I'll go back on my thing 1 second. It's like we played last season, basically four at the back of Maritz, Ruben Moy, Amanda, right, Kate McCabe. It's a back four. Kim Little and Leah Volti and Kim Little to pivot. Three to just in front, and Chloe, Caitlin, and Russo up top. Russo being up top. Caitlin Ford and Chloe on either wing, left and right. Marlon in the number 10 role, if you will. So I'm trying to think they're 4-2-1, 4-2-1-3. I don't know. I do apologise. I am melting whilst trying to use something. Oh dear. There you go. 3-5-2. So playing the wing. Our fullbacks are playing wing backs basically. 3-5-2. Apologies. Yeah, it was slow back. Again, I didn't see one with the penalty, by the way. They didn't show a replay. Stefan, you got a new friend and you got a new job. Off you go. But the pen was again, it was poor. It was on target. Don't get me wrong, but it was a poorly taken pen from Kim. She went for placement more. There's more placements she went for than anything else. She could have gone for placement and power. She just went for more, just as I say, plus placement, and made it easy for the goalkeeper to get across and save it like she did. Got a corner though. Got a corner from, with three standing over it. Here we go. Right, ball in. Here we go. Attack it, someone. No. Okay, just go completely over everyone. We go again now. Leah Vorty, Chloe, Kim Little on the edge of the box. We have a shot. Ooh, what does it go in? Ooh, unlucky again. He must redeemed herself from the penalty. I will say this: the quality of this stream in terms of the imagery ain't the best. Sorry. Yeah, she put on the spot and missed. Oh dear. You gotta laugh. If you don't laugh, guys, you'll cry. Just one. I haven't seen that one. I've seen the one that just goes over from Kim Little. Where's that saying? Something Greenwood. Well, because I say based on the time at 4:30 in the afternoon, he does live here in the UK nowadays. So I'm assuming working or coming back from work. Like American World Cup PK Messi. Yes, yes, Ian, yes. No, I say if you say that, at least the American penalty, the majority of the penalty kicks that he missed in that penalty shoot against Sweden, they were off target and they were just fucking woeful. And then in general, this is just a matter of if you put power along with the placement in it, it would have been 1-0. But she put it was just a soft placement basically. So you thought she just stroke it in, but staying back. Stefan will be on talk short in no time at all. In that case, so will most of us, really. In that case, oh dear. Was it, what's the most recent one? There's some idiot Chelsea fan calling for Potter's head after losing on Saturday. Sorry, I'm loving it. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like seriously, 4 games you want him out. Just, again, we talk about entitlement from United fans, but Jesus Christ, some Chelsea fans have some self entitlement. They've only existed for 20 odd years. Oh dear, it's what it is. Oh, Russo just skimmed the post there. Great shot from Russo. Again, keeper was beaten. The keeper was completely beaten. Russo with a ponytail, yeah, sort of ponytail, opened the body up, had the shot. It was literally just skimming the bar basically. Got a corner though, so it must have taken the deflection on the way through. The keeper was beaten. If that was on, if it had been the other side, that's 1-0. What a way to start your career that would have been. Arsenal. Kate McCabe now taking the corner. We're going to go short tomorrow or cross it in. All in. Oh, we had it. Just wide in. It was going wide anyway, but yeah, straight into the goalkeeper in the end. I'm sorry, but Russo looks good in the red and white of Arsenal. I don't care what anyone says. One works when he likes. One works when he likes. Okay. Actually, are you behind me, Emerson? I'm again mastering myself. The stream again. Arsenal.com. I'm on 15 minutes and 33 seconds, 34. Now, Nemeth. Yes, yeah, exactly. We've saved this one for half time. Or give it another 5 minutes. If the game doesn't pick up, we'll touch on this briefly if we have to. But yeah, if you're surprised by that now, I want to know what you've been doing recently in your life for the last 13 years. Alex said, I wanted a McKay World Cup corner to happen today. I'll take that. I would take that all day long. No mess of that. Yeah, the numbers are now dramatically dropping, by the way, for the stream. As soon as people realise I can't, well, I won't, but I can't show the game, and I'm a bit ghost-like at the moment as well. Numbers are suddenly dropping. It is what it is, though. I might have to pull things across like that. Yeah, it'll be better than me a sec, guys. Got a corner to defend here, though. Ball in. But they tried their own McCabe, and it didn't work because Innsbrucker switched on. 31 likes so far. That's mental. Come on, guys. We've had since we've gone live. We've had over 2,501 views. We've got only 31 likes. We can do better than that. Absolutely obliterate. Come on, guys. Keep smashing them likes, and do again. Grab a link to the stream and share it with all your friends and your family, or with fellow Gooners or football fans in general, and share it on all social medias as well. The subs wise, we're smashing it subs, by the way, in terms of new subs today. Hopefully they stick around. One second, I'll pull this across. Maybe it takes them. Like that, see if that works. There you go. So I'm not so white as a ghost now. Oh, dear. Is Jonas wearing his coat? I haven't shown us Jonas, actually, to be fair. I didn't see, in terms of the teams came out and all that, but we haven't shown us Jonas yet on the actual stream. But if they do, I'll let you know. I'll keep you informed. They've shown us the Swedish team, their coaching set, showing us the crowd, whilst their number 17 receives treatment. Yeah, it doesn't look good for her either. Like Jonas is wearing, I don't know if it's a coat. He's wearing, I know he's wearing the training jumper thing, but this season's version, the very dark red, that's the word, dark red training top he's wearing. He's not wearing a jacket. There you go. He's not wearing a coat or nothing. He's just wearing the Arsenal training top, basically. Yeah. I had to look from a distance though to figure it out. Oh dear. Stefan, as always, up with the with the time, so we say, of all people. Again, if anyone that's new to the channel or that's going to be sticking around long term, this ain't Stefan. This comment isn't Stefan. But as I say, if you stick around, you'll come accustomed to it. Yeah, we all have a laugh at the end of the day. Oh dear! I mean, the fact that we've got people in this chat that aren't, in terms of regulars, that are not even Arsenal fans. They come back over and over again. Says it all about what I do on this channel, how this channel operates, and all that. You have a laugh either way. I just haven't stopped. I've said since no. I think actually Saturday. I've been streaming on here since. I thought I was doing Sunday, wasn't I? I thought from that. I done a match of the day stream on Saturday. I did the Arsenal Man United game. Absolutely no problem, my friend. Again, welcome to the channel. Hope to see a lot more of you going forward. This is again, we all on this for this is the third year now in a row, third year, sorry, where myself, as obviously this is my channel, and others have come along as well, and help out the content every now and then as well, like guests and all that. We've been covering the women's game along with the men. So we obviously we have our week. I've got every single men's watch along men's game we do. If there's a academy game we can watch, we do a watch along for that, as we did the other week against Nottingham Forest. But we cover every single men's and women's game on this channel as well, along with 2 to 3 podcasts a week. One solely on the men's team, one women's and academy, and a third would be the mix of them all together, basically. And yeah, amongst all that, we have the watch along as well. I do match of the day stuff as well on a Saturday, even if Arsenal aren't playing, just because I keep an eye on rivals and other teams, upcoming teams, this, that, and the other. Can we have a laugh? It's just have a laugh, really. That's the main point of all this. We don't. Again, I've got a sort of a nickname now, Ryan Rants, and all that. But I've been asked to do a segment of Ryan Rants about random stuff. Because I've just recently been ranting a lot. Because I don't like performances from the men's team and all that, or what's going on in the world. But we all have a laugh at the end of the day. So again, either way, I appreciate you coming along and joining us on this journey of growing this channel. And hopefully we'll see a lot more of you going forward, my friend. And it's good to see actually how far this channel reaches as well. Kathleen is saying you can watch it on the website only if you're connected to a VPN. I'm in the UK, so I can watch it without VPN. But if you're out, yeah, that's saying you are in the UK. Yeah, I am in the UK myself, so I don't need a VPN myself. But again, obviously, I didn't know this until literally gone live, and it's all other people coming in asking. Watching from the US, but at least you're watching. If your VPN's working, fantastic, obviously. And hopefully you're enjoying the game. And thanks for coming along to the channel as well and watching again, being part of the Watchalong and all that. Having a laugh. Come on, guys. 7 likes. We might 7 likes. It was more than that before. But 43 people watch. I've got 61 on my screen. I've literally got the thing on my thing there. So one sec, let's have a look. Again, subs are still going up. That's cool. The women's content always brings in the new faces as well. No, nothing wrong with it either. It's just like, it's always the majority of the time about boom. So just waiting for it to refresh. 34 likes on my screen. They'll refresh nearly had 3,000 views as well. That's mental. Got far 3,000 views. Put it that way. That's mental. For a channel this size, but it's cool because we keep growing. Again, almost again. We're having chances to go. We're 24 minutes in. It's still 0-0. We are creating the chances. It's just not. It hasn't gone in for us. It ain't had that stroke of luck yet. As a main mod, I ensure that chat never gets out. That's all encourage such behaviour. Okay. All these new faces in the chat. Let's see how many come back and they'll work it out themselves if you're telling the truth or not. Oh dear. Oh, numbers are dropping again. We're now dropping to 44. We had 80 a minute ago, now it's dropped to 44. More people are realising, I'm not the one to break I'm not one of these people going to break the rules. But yeah, we're good. In terms of commentary for the game itself, there's not much really to say at the moment. Just we I say possession wise, I say we've got the slight edge on possession. We're creating more, as you'd expect, but just not put the ball in the net yet. We had an opportunity for the penalty spot, but that sort of went awry very quickly. I think the I think the blonde bird will score. Which one, Nemeth? Which one? Oh, go on, well done, Chloe. It's Kim. You'd have to Kate the cake. No, right, so sorry. Come on, well done. A bit more fast, a bit more fluid there. Got a couple problems there. Go on, Caitlin. Go on, Caitlin. Go on. Corner. I'm sure you do, Stefan. I'm sure you do. Again, which one? Why is on the V8? How many shots overall? What do you want exact, or do you want me to guess? One sec. See if I can get up on the phone. We've got a bit us. Fourth or fifth corner now. Corner in from Katie. Lotta. Oh, what a save onto the post. Lotta Ruben Roy almost scored. Really well connected header, actually. Towered above the defenders for the position and got the clean header off. Looked like going to float in. The keeper just literally put an arm out, pushed it onto the post, and it deflected out for a goal kick in the end. Which one to point for? Technically, you are when you're putting it down to you're saying blonde. We've got a few in our team in general. Oh my God, I'm melting, and it's not telling me, is it? No, not going to tell me. Sky Sports aren't helpful whatsoever. Oh my days. Oh. Pinky is saying the Women's League only starts on October 1st. In terms of Arsenal wise, October 1st. Yeah, so first day of season is October 1st. Sorry, Arsenal as well. Our first game is October 1st as well, but not on TV, but also an FA player for that one. If I remember correctly, I've been deprived of women's football since the World Cup. Also, not all Champions League games are broadcast. It's so frustrating. Yeah, I don't get Dazan this Dazan deal they've set up in terms of the obviously group stages onwards and all the games after they show, but qualifying for it they won't show. That's down to the respective clubs qualifying to show them or not. When you consider in this instance, got Arsenal being one of the teams that qualifying for this, you could have showed us the numbers they would have pulled on this alone, because Arsenal would be mental for a qualifying game. In the two-legged affair knockout game, the last knockout round itself. Well, go on. Unlucky. You're going to have, obviously, assuming we get that far, we don't Spurs it up. You're going to have us. You're going to have Man United. You're going to have Real Madrid. I think Leon amongst it. They've got a qualifier as well. Some big guns that could face each other or go out or whatever in the last qualifying round, and then if they won't show it, it's down to respective clubs if they want to show the games or not. I mean, the growth in the women's game is mental in the UK. If anyone outside the UK doesn't follow the actual how it's growing here, the fact is, as we speak, it's still growing, obviously. But as we speak, Arsenal's opening game at home at the end, it's going to be played at the Emirates, by the way, at home to Liverpool, has already sold over 40,000 tickets. The entire lower tier is completely sold out, lower tier wise. In every block in the club level, apart from I think 4 sections, have sold out. Upper tiers now open and selling fast. That's how mental how fast the sport's growing now, and it's consistent. It's getting consistent now. It's not, in a cost of living crisis as well in the UK. Prices aren't that bad, and how it's all put about, it's allowing it to be consistent. Where there's a very strong chance that opening weekend, Arsenal obliterating our own record that we've held since we played Tottenham last season at the Emirates, for not just ticket sales, but actual attendance as well. We could actually smash it on match day one against Liverpool, and that in itself is mental. And they've got to play, I think, was it 4 other games at the Emirates next season. Chelsea, Villa, I think that's Spurs, and it's not Man. I think it's Man United. Is it Man United or Man City? Is the other one. One of them two we're playing at Bournemouth. I need to double check that in a sec, actually. But how we've got our prices and how we advertise it, we've been pumping it, promoting it constantly. It's allowed it to be consistent, like there be a consistent level of support, and to the point where we sold out that semi-final. It's mental. The fact we sold every single ticket, everyone turned up. There was not an empty seat at all for that semi-final last season. So it is what it is. There we go. And seeing the numbers we're selling, sorry. And I'm kind of optimistic for that for the other 4 league games, and potentially if we do qualify properly for the group stages onwards, every single Champions League home game will be at the Emirates again, like it was last year. No, I'm fine. Literally, that's 8. That's literally over there. Look, like there. It's fine. It's not even got a light thing or anything in it, so it's fine. And the lights aren't turned on. In general, if they're turned on, you think I'm melting now? Jesus Christ! I'll be completely drenched because there's a literal light above my head with the heat that we have in the UK. I don't know where. Ian, if you don't mind me asking, not exactly where you live, but where are you from exactly, in terms of like, are you in the UK or outside the UK? And if you are outside the UK, whereabouts? Just out of interest. But yeah, if you're not living in the UK, basically, to put it in brief terms, you've never visited the UK. It'd be hard to describe, but basically, this week we've got a bit of a mini heat wave. What we call a mini heat wave, basically. We are currently around 30. So yeah, you're straight. Oh, you got nice, but you have the humidity, and you have the houses that are built to air condition the house when you get nice hot weather. We don't have that. But basically, yeah, the houses are shit in the UK because literally just like boom, it just keeps the heat in. It's not built to push that, circulate and push it back out again. But yeah, it's around 30. What would be mild for you guys? Probably 30 degrees. In the UK, sorry, we're currently at. I think we're at 31 today. Some places up north, Midlands is at 35. And rising. It's only going to get hotter throughout the week until like Friday, Saturday, give or take. Maybe even extend over into next week. It's a sort of day by day in the moment with how long this is going to last. But basically, I've got basically in this room I'm in at the moment. I've got 2 windows. They're both open. One window in particular, the far end, has been open for 4 months. I haven't closed it since, just because of how hot it gets up here doing all this. Window in front of me is open, but and again, I live on top of a Heathrow, so draws more heat. And my days, and because of no breeze, we have this 30 degrees. You think that's mild? That's fine. We don't have humidity. The humidity in this country is awful, and there's no breeze, no nothing. And literally, if I put the lights on right now, it'll look like by the end of the stream, like I've jumped in the pool and just turned up and I'm like, boom, yeah. Fair bit. Well, out of interest, Australia, what are we talking? Sydney, Melbourne, or somewhere else? Again, out of interest, I don't mind me asking. So you've got a few other people in the chat that are from either Canada, America. I mean, Arsenal Misfit has popped in there. He's from America. He's in Canada as well. Arsenal Misfit. Welcome to the House of Insanity. Yep, he looks like he's settled in and he's integrating. He's taking part in the chat and integrating with us all, interaction with us both, or all of us. Sorry. So he seems to like what we're doing, no matter how chaotic I look at the moment and feel. I'm very concerned about this game though, because with how tight it is. I will again. I believe I mentioned this before at the start of the stream, but maybe most of you might not have been here. Emerson did tell me earlier. He did find out via the grapevine, but basically, if this game does finish after 90 minutes, it's a draw, it goes straight to penalties. No extra time, no nothing like that. It's straight to pens. I don't think we'll need it personally, but the way we're going at the moment is very scrappy. Put it that way. I mean, we're the ones. We're the two teams. We're the one creating more chances. Don't get me wrong. We're chances. All straight down the goal straight from Caitlin. That was. Yeah, we are creating the chances. It's just not. We're not having the luck to get it. We're not having that luck at the moment of it going in. Basically, that is because Mr. Greenwood isn't in the chat. They're on the attack and over. Over and wide, I'd say. Welcome Ian from Australia, our furthest listener. Yes, listener, watcher, whatever. Yeah. Oh dear. In terms of Ian as well, because obviously you're on your channel, so I will say this. We also, as I mentioned already, you've heard me say about the podcast side of things. We do 2 to 3 podcasts, 2 to 3 give or take a week. And if you don't catch them live, if you watch it obviously live, we do them live on here, guests and all that. It's always different guests and this and they always have a laugh, whatever, no matter what this outcome is in certain games. One of them being solely for the men, reacting to the most recent men's game, and looking forward to what's coming next. One we did last night as well, where it's more we touch on it briefly. Again, it's hard. The one that happened yesterday. Sorry, got one of the dogs going off. The one the podcast that was dog. The podcast side that it's Ange's podcast, but I was on there as a part of the panel and all that. Is mainly we do touch on briefly on the men's team as well, depending on the results and all that. But it's more focused on the women's team. And from Emerson's point of view, if you recognise his surname, more focused on the academy side of things as well. And then the third one is just literally just a random form, off we go sort of thing. But you can either watch them live with us, but if you can't make it for the live ones, which is understandable because live and all that, the audio for every podcast is out on Spotify and all the other audio platforms as well. Oh, again, people pushing it wide there. But Chloe with a chance there. Chloe with a chance. But camera doing hurt my eyes at doing that. Why did the camera do that to me? Whoever's in charge of the cameras in Sweden needs to sort their lives out. Stefan, when do you want to hand up the medication? Boss, yes, he's one of us now. You've reined him in, guys. You've worn him down within an hour. Yes, Brendan. Yes. I did say this to someone else, but yeah. Or Spino. Yes. Draw number 2. Oh dear. I didn't know didn't want Tommy to be back, so I couldn't risk just leaving it in there not cooked. Look, Marlon. Oh, again, this keeper. That was on target. Is more placement than power. If they put the power into it, that's 1-0. Pretty much a trademark Marlon shot there. Don't mention certain person. Oh no, I'll mention him. Why I'm saying don't mention him. Oh dear. There we go. Straight to keep his arms to the corner. I'm an Aussie rules guy, and the first football match I watched was Matildas versus France. I'm hooked. Fair enough. That's fair enough. Just yeah, it was 44. As soon as you mentioned 44, it goes down to 38, Luca. But we did have at one point for about the first 30 minutes, I say 35 minutes, maybe I say 35 to 40 minutes, give or take. For the first 40, yeah, for the first 40 or 45 minutes, whatever, we had I think it was just shy of 200. Once the highest we got was 178, something like 180. But with people outside not happy with me, as in coming along, not and seeing I'm not going to break YouTube rules. They sort of bounced out basically. But I've got a big chunk of new subs by the way. Again, hell, come on, girls. But new subs was they were absolutely smashing it. Literally, every time I go to check it, it's going up. So that's cool. And literally, and I'll check now, says update, wait for the update to tell me exactly how many views we've had since I started this stream. Right, let's refresh. I'll move this now, go away. Let's refresh just to make sure. Yes, we are just shy of 3,000 views since going live. 39 are currently actually watching us now, and 37 likes. I mean, yeah, obviously the likes need to go up a bit more just to balance out the view side of things as well. But yeah, absolutely smashing it. Not messing about. Ryan Langswell's record, cheeky bastard, cheeky bastard. At least I haven't got. It's getting to us all, but at least you're not sitting on top of a PC, 2 monitor screens, and on top of a Heathrow airport, basically, and just melting as we sit. And I'm wearing the loosest t-shirt I can possibly get my hands on. Never saying I said 1-0. We'll get the win in the 89th minute. I don't know. I think the goals coming. The goals are coming. It's just we're not. It's just a matter of when, basically. I don't think they're being added on time either. I think it's straight down the tunnel in the next few seconds. Linköping, I'll probably butcher the name, but basically it's a Swedish women's team. And we're playing in Sweden. So, yeah. But, yeah, a few of our players, as mentioned earlier on, have played for this team years ago. If you know your geography, you'll probably figure out who. Almost an Oggy. That's got to be a corner. Because it was almost an Oggy there from the Swedish team. In terms of our performance in general and how we're going about this game, I can't complain. It's just putting that ball in the net, getting the ball in the net and getting the ball rolling. We did everything right by the final bit. That's more bad luck on our side than anything else. Just on the news. Oh, okay, I'll check that in a sec. I'll check that at half time. When it goes to half time, I'll check that. Last second of the corner, here comes the corner in. Attack it. Go on. Have shots. Aye. Scrappy, scrappy. I've got a throw in. I mentioned them, but I've got the audio on slightly, so that's it. Obviously, the microphone doesn't pick it up and all that. No mention of injury time being added on, but it's still going past the 45 minutes. 3 minutes added on. Ah, okay. Didn't hear that. So we've gone past the first minute and got 2 minutes left. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Kim, hold it, hold it, hold it. Throw in. Just on the news that the Spanish FA guy could be charged. It could be charged, but charged by, when you say could be charged, by who exactly? In terms of it, is it FIFA could be charging him, the Spanish FA, or the authorities in terms of Spanish police? Because obviously he was going to hold on to this, but until half time. But today, Jenny Hermoso and another player, a few of the players now. There's a few players. Obviously, Jenny herself and other players have now filed their reports basically against the head of the Spanish FA that's caused all this controversy in the first place. There we go. Half time this was just gone, 0-0. In terms of, again, as I say, in general, we've had the lion's share of possession. We've created the chances. It just hasn't the crucial part of this in terms of the ball going in the net hasn't happened for us. We had a penalty, giving it all getting there's more placed and power, and obviously backfire because to keep the press the right way. And yeah, if the keeper doesn't go the right way, then it's 1-0. Obviously, we're aiming all more because obviously it kicks on then. But yeah, we are creating. It's just not happened. We haven't had that luck yet. It's coming though. I have full faith in the girls. The goals will come. Even a second floor on the upstairs. Oh my God, who would have thought? I think they said Spanish FA. I'll double check that in a sec, actually. That would have made things even worse. He may as well have it. And then, not because obviously he's getting in trouble anyway, but he's fucked anyway. So he may as well screwed himself a bit more, basically, like an idiot. But basically, yeah, Jenny and her teammates have started coming forward today with putting in statements of complaint to local authorities and Spanish FA against the Arsenal in question. And, I'm checking to see what. Have a look. Trending. Let's go to trending. How's Jordan Henderson? Why give him that twat any airtime? I don't know. No, exactly, Stefan. Rightly so. Jenny. Mm. Yeah, 2 hours ago, this is Scotland has filed a complaint with the prosecutor's office over the unsolicited case by the Spanish chief Luis Robes following his World Cup final. Find the most recent stuff. Where did they say? Sky News or something on this, surely. Nothing on Sky News yet. I'll keep an eye out for that, see what comes along there. But yeah, it is what it is. Whilst I've been looking, people then nope, say that. I'm back now. I was brought up amongst the women and amongst women, sorry, and I actually have the utmost respect. It's just that platforms on YouTube allow me to play to the gallery. No, we all, end of the day, we all come, we all here, we all have a laugh and a joke and all that. We know the boundaries of where, where to stop basically and not overstep the mark in life. Some people, like we're seeing with this fucking Louis Roberts, doesn't know the boundaries. And the fact of the matter is, what's making things worse, just for the look of Spain in general, is Getafe signing Mason Greenwood on loan, and then glorifying him as basically publicising this signing of Mason like he's a god, basically, like the ultimate signing of all time. Look, Spain's image in general is not looking good at the moment. Let's be brutally honest here and now. For years upon years, they've hired coaches in women's football that have been abusive in physically, mentally, verbally for years on end. We've literally seen in things like 2008 during a game, the manager was literally hitting the players across the head and all that as they back go on the pitch and things like that. And that was an handful, obviously didn't do his job, so he got sacked that way. This guy, this most recent guy, the most recent manager, has just been sacked yesterday. The players came out the back end of last summer's European Championships when they got knocked out by England and stood up and voiced their concerns over him as a coach and how much of a bad person he is, basically. And the Spanish FA did their investigation and nothing came to light, basically. You now fast forward from that being that being dealt with, as in the investigation, nothing been brought to light, move on sort of attitude. Them same players, by three players, the other third, I don't think now, 12 players out of 15 didn't refuse to have themselves put up for selection for the World Cup. Obviously, three of them were selected. And obviously they went, I believe, if I remember rightly. And then they obviously do. They go and win the World Cup, and it all gets ruined by the main man himself in terms of the head of the Spanish FA in general, being on the podium, and this is grabbing not just Jenny Hermoso and kissing her, but grabbing all the players round the backsides, lifting them up, all that malarkey. But obviously the Jenny one gets more attention because he kissed her without her permission, basically. Just grabbed her, pulled her in, and round the literally a proper. And it's just obviously escalated from there on in. And then if you think about it, and how he's behaved himself in his whole instance since, and people wonder why nothing got brought to light in the investigation against the head coach, who now has been sacked. The head coach must have been that bad because his entire coaching staff, amongst all this, the players are on strike, the coaching staff have gone on strike, and then since they went on strike, the coaching staff, they then resigned with immediate effect, pretty much about 3 days later. And now obviously amongst all that, they went radio silent, standing, sort of looked like they're standing by the Louis, has been sacked yesterday. Like, I would say scapegoat, but obviously he's done his part. He played his part. If he'd been dealt with in the first place, none of this would have happened to this extent. Hey, it is what it is on that side of things. And yeah, we're now to a point where he's suspended by the Spanish FA. He's suspended by FIFA. He's one of the second in command of FIFA. He's been suspended there as well, and getting investigated there. The Spanish government's even got involved. So you've had all that going on, and Getafe, the football club, thought, you know what? We've been approached. Man United want to give us this player. There's a bit of a history here. This is the history. Da, 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 da. Look at what we're going through as a country at the moment. Great idea. Let's bring him back. Let's bring him in. He'll fit perfectly in. It's mental. It's absolutely mental. I played up. Fantastic. Spain has had a lot of problems with racism, sexism for a long while now. No wonder what Andrew Tate, LG, wannabe, is living in Spain. Yeah, yeah. Just Andrew Tate wannabe. You think about it, actually, how he puts himself across. You wouldn't be surprised if he actually does images himself as the football virgin, basically. Got to be careful what we're saying and all that. But yeah, it's just not. In terms of the racism thing you mentioned there before, Plymouth, I remember when I was I was going back years now, when I was at school and I was in year, I can't year I was now. I was in year 10. I think I was in year 10. I'm trying to think when I left. Yeah, year 10. Year 10, just going into, we just started year 10 and all that. And obviously back into the Euros and all that. So, no, yeah, it was in year 10. Sorry, further on though. It was halfway through the season. We just bought in Jose Antonio Reyes. It was during their first international break of him being an Arsenal player. He went off to Spain and all that. And the Spanish head coach then basically made a racist remark towards Thierry Henry, basically saying, basically to try and hype up Reyes and get him going in training. Basically, use the racial slur towards Thierry Henry. You're better than that. Like X, Y, Z. You can figure it out basically. And then was nothing that was dealt with. It was put out there, but the guy wasn't sacked. Not immediately, not for that anyway. So it's just it's mental. It is absolutely mental. And things doesn't look like things are getting better in Spain. Sam loves it though. Bringing down the tone of the channel. You're able to get Sam now. He's not here. You're brave because he could pop it in. He could be watching. You won't even know. They've all been very brave. I've got to say about this in terms of this half-time malarkey that we're getting from Arsenal at the moment. The fact is that we're half-time and all they've done is show us to promote promo stuff for all our new signings, and that's it. They ain't really. There's no analysing of the game whatsoever. Again, that's poor in the club itself. It is what it is. Just talk about. Let's just show us our recent signing from Spain, our World Cup winner, getting our first view of the Emirates and the actual dressing room and all that. What that? Russia, come on. Emerson, out of interest, Emerson, if you're still in the chat, can you let me know when the next qualifying game is assuming we get through today. Actually cry if he balls us out, by the way. I'll have an absolute meltdown. Like, no! It's the end of the world. Have a look at unloose absolutely, that's me. Most fun news of private, but it looks good. And now they're giving us promo of the bloody documentary they did. Because late, by the way, because it didn't kick off at 5:15, we're now 18 minutes past 5. Days it a day. Today, and the date next up. So we've got someone called Jim that subscribed 2 days ago. Cool. Yeah, well, it is. Anyway, I'm not complaining because we've got some new faces that on the channel and we're all to laugh with basically, and we're growing together. 37 likes, by the way. So, we're literally 3 shy of 40 likes. That's again, in ages we've got up to them numbers in terms of likes on this channel, as you probably see from previous. A long time. I think lockdowns up back in the lockdowns. Basically, the last time we got near the 40 mark in terms of likes. So these long may that continue. Oh, so I just pop back into the chat. Right, the Paris FC versus the team from Ukraine is at the same venue. Kick-off at 8 p.m. Keep you informed later if you're interested. Yeah, keep me informed. Was it Saturday? No, not sure the venue or kick-off times. You keep me informed. This Saturday coming? That's cool. If that's the case, that's cool. Keep an eye out for it and get the stream set up for that as well. But going back to got Michael in the chat says the English national team had a situation rail coach in Samson. Yeah, that we dealt. Yes, as soon as that was brought up, look how quick they dealt with it in terms of just put him on suspension, investigated, and got him out the door basically. But whilst he was being investigated, I'm reading the comments, sorry. Whilst he was being investigated, he was suspended. Samson over racism matter. Our FA investigated him, which took ages. He still kept his job, but later was sacked for conduct at a previous club. Yeah, I mean, the FA for you. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying the FA's perfect. They're not. Again, the thing is, he got sacked, as you say, for that, and then literally then made a comeback as an assistant, and then got sacked again for the same shit. By the way, second half is just underway. By the way, and what channel is the match being shown? It's not on the channel. It's on the Arsenal. If you're living in the UK, on the Arsenal website, you can watch it. Outside, you have to listen to it. But yeah. Oh, Katie. Oh God, that could backfire. Defend, girls, defend. Ball back in. Zinsberger, catch it. Well done. Really in the chat. Big up, Really. How you doing, my friend? Are you looking well? No, exactly. I'm not sure if Arsenal.com will be showing. Best to get this match out of the way if we win. I think they will. I think they did last a couple of years back when we had to do this qualifying malarkey. More than one qualifying round malarkey crap. They showed every game. But again, again, the men's team aren't playing this week, and then in terms of like seeing the Arsenal team, so I don't see why not either. But obviously, we've got to get through this. Obviously, as you say, we'll get through tonight first, and then look forward to Saturday, hopefully. I'm sure you do, Nent. I'm sure you do. just finished work and catching the second half now. Okay, cool. That's cool. Well. Again, in terms of scoreline wise, not missed much, but we've been as you'd expect a dominating team. We had a penalty early on in the first half. Kim Little missed it. It was more placement than power, to be honest, and it backfired because keep guess the right way and saved it. We've had again since then, we've created chance after chance after chance. It's just not gone in, basically. Either just over, or the keeper pushes onto the post, or the keeper just saves it, or gets a block in. It's all that sort of stuff. Oh dear. Okay, there's a chance there. Fucking hell, good. I wasn't expecting this from them. Out for a corner, of course it is. Otherwise, I was going in. Say, girls, wake up! For God's sake, don't fight away now. Give us an heart attack. Corner for the Swedish side. Oh dear. Can we please not do a Man City, please? When I say Man City, I mean the Man City women's team. Basically, famously for the last few seasons, they've been in the second or third, and they've had to do the qualifying for the Champions League. Every time they've bottled it and got bullied out to the straight away. They've not even reached the group stage space for the last 3 years or so or more. Obviously, this year they didn't qualify for it. They got fourth offers in their WSL, so they didn't get European football at all this season coming. I don't want us, just because that's the case, I don't want us doing a fucking Man City on them and going, oh, we'll take a place Man City for this year and get embarrassed and humbled straight from the off. Corner. Got to say, Chloe's good. What I'm seeing of Chloe, number 24, like what I'm seeing so far down on that right hand side. I would like to see Beth though. Come on soon. Yes, it does. Straight to penalties. Emerson in the chat checked it out for me early. Checked it out after we did our podcast last night and let me know this morning. Late this morning, let me know WhatsApp. But yeah, if it's a draw after 90, straight to pence. All in though. So wasteful these set pieces. It wasn't the men from Saturday behind the Declan Rice goal when anyone jumps in. That was wasteful from the attacker there for the Swedish side. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, now you're sort of putting it out on the chat. I remember the actual how it all unfolded. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying the English FA is perfect, but fuck me. At least I know they come to the wrong conclusion, obviously, because he got sacked eventually from the England job for another incident or whatever. Even 6 months later, 8 months later, he was a assistant manager or something like that at League One or League Two side. Within weeks, he was sacked for the same situation, basically. Fudge. Amanda almost got her first goal for the Arsenal. Fucking hell. Just over the bar there. As Chloe heads it back, and Amanda literally tried to guide it in, but didn't get the right connection. Damn it. Investigated by the FA, but insufficient evidence meant he kept his job despite the criticism by the UK media. Because there's so many players, this is the thing. What baffled himself and others was the amount of players that are coming out in favour of Aluko. in terms of saying that she weren't bullshit, she wasn't just saying it for the sake of it. He is this person, basically. That's meant. That's yeah. Yeah, it's mental. But yeah, what was even more bizarre, he ended up with another job as I say, as an assistant in League One or League Two, whatever it was. I can't remember what club it was. But he didn't last long because he offended. He offended. Oh yes! Thank God for that. Finally. Oh, it's been coming, and we eventually got it. Caton forward with a header. Nice, pretty much an open goal, basically. By the time the ball's fallen to her, nice open goal for her. She just headed it, guided it in with her head. 1-0 to the Arsenal. I told you it was coming. The goals were coming. It's just a matter of getting that bit of luck, and we got it in the end. Some great play from Kim Little, by the way. And the ball in. Oh my days! And Peyton just then does. Oh, open goal. Thank you. Because the keeper's caught in no man's land. Come on, girls. Now the floodgates are open, please. Hopefully. Get my score prediction, please. A 4-0. I'll be happy. Oh dear. Took the Aussie to do it. Oh, good. Oh, it was almost 1-1. It was almost a peak. It was almost like a reverse of Sunday in terms of when obviously Man United took the lead. 30 seconds later, we leveled up. Tonight it was so close to being 1-1. Within seconds reversed. We go ahead and we fight away almost. Jesus Christ! They scored at long last. Yeah, thanks, Ian. Good to see you still up with this watch. Yeah, bloody hell, yeah, it's a point. We're just waking up now. Because obviously you're way ahead of us. I've actually got a friend that lives out in Australia. Well, I've got two, but one of them's been a pain in the arse at the moment. They'll be talking now. They don't go, oh, go on. Hey, no, maybe, no. I'm trying to think, because when I talk to my mate in Australia, or mates in Australia, it'll be around, 1 o'clock UK time, PM, they'd be going to bed. So, yeah, that's bloody, yeah, bloody, either way, thanks, I appreciate the commitment. Aluko was disappointed by the lack of support by our former England colleagues who showed support for Sampson. Only one former England, Sanderson, that was it, Sanderson. Another player of colour supported her story as well. Yeah, I think certain people would toe the line, and yeah, almost 3 a.m. Bloody Melbourne, no, bloody 3 a.m. Again, fair play to your commitment as well, being up that early then. Go on. Just over. That was Kate McCabe, almost a Kate McCabe special there. I'm not doing that. I'm not even eating today. I haven't even eaten today. It's too hot. Even this morning, not even. Right, I think now. Not had breakfast, not had lunch. Not hungry at the moment. In general, just not hungry. But I'll probably have dinner later when it actually, hopefully, it starts cooling down a little bit, enough for me to actually have something to eat and be comfortable without going through it. I'm dying. It's full already after 5 bites or whatever I have. Yeah, I remember that now. But yeah, I think, as I say, Michael, I think I think it's evident nowadays that certain players back then were told to toe the line or don't play for your country until further notice, sort of thing. But I'm saying, yeah, English FA ain't perfect, but I'm saying now they've had checkered history. Let's not get that twisted, fucking hell. But the head of our FA hasn't gone up. For example, last summer at Wembley, and when the girls won the European Championships, I think it was William, wasn't it? Who was because he's the president. He's the president of the FA. He wasn't exactly going up. He was congratulating, giving them high fives, handshakes, and congratulating them. He wasn't going way, grabbing them and putting them in front of the whole world to see, laying lips on them, and whatever, you know what, basically. There's a way of conducting yourself in them moments, and Louis just completely threw himself under the bus, basically, and it's basically exposed the entire Spanish FA in the process. Itself, not had COVID, apart from having it injected in the body a few times, and not had it once. That makes any sense. We've not had it in terms of naturally having it from a natural cause. We've not had it once. I'll get to your question in a minute. All right, we're on attack here. One sec, Michael. Just seen it pop up and we're on attack here. Go on, Chloe, go on. Went for greed there. Went for greed. I'm impressed with what I'm seeing of Chloe so far down that right-hand side. Right, what is the injury situation update with Beth? Beth moved on the bench, so she's been back for a while now. In terms of she's been back to play and train with her teammates for a while now. I say a while, a couple of months, obviously, because it obviously wasn't ready enough to go to the World Cup. She got back into full-team training just before the season ended, but because of the timing of the team selection, wasn't ready enough. But she's now fully ready to go. She's on the bench tonight, Beth. Viv, I personally don't think we'll see until the opening weekend of the WSL, just because they had a little setback, and obviously she also got her injury about 3 weeks later after Beth. So going by the little setback and all that, I don't think we'll see her in the squad until match day 1. In terms of when we play Liverpool. I mean, if she can come in if she's ready to come back out in terms of play that bit earlier, maybe the two-legged match of the final qualifying for the Champions League. Maybe you might see her for the home leg, maybe. But I personally don't see us seeing her in the match day squad. Oh, Russo! Oh, so close! Oh, skinned the bar, bastards. Yeah, I don't expect to see Vivian until match day 1 of the WSL on 1st of October. In terms of actually in the match day squad and ready to go, competitive wise. Leah and Laura as well. We've got subsidy. One sec, bear with me. Chloe's going off by the looks of it. Is Beth coming on now? Got 3 subsidy. Leah Herding's coming on. Stina Blackstenius and Steph Catley are coming on. So no Beth just yet. But Leah, I think again, Leah Williamson and Laura Vittvire. We won't see them straight away in WSL. I think it's like match day 5 between match day 5 and match day 8, we'll start seeing him integrated back into the team, basically, because of the duration wise of how long they've been out for the ACN, how long an ACN tends to take recovery wise. Well, Rich is going off for Steph as well. Didn't see who came for the second one, no. Stin's on. They didn't take Russo off. I think they took Russo off, I think. Russo's gone off. It's a shame because obviously he's been all right tonight so far. And obviously had a chance just then. But yeah, Leah Herding, Steph Catley, and Stina Blackstenius have come on. So I think it's like for like subs, it looks, yeah. Michael Meady's on the bench, yep. Viv keeping her back for the start of the WSL in October, yeah. And as I said already, I think we don't. She's obviously making the progress, Leah and Laura respectively, but they won't because of they came later down the line because they're ACLs. We're not going to see them until match day 4, match day 5, anytime from match day 4 onwards, between match day 4, match day 8, I think, will be the time frame we'll start seeing them back in the match day squads and starting, etc. But because of how aggressive we've been in this transfer window, we now have the depth in our defence to have the cover for both of them players. In the meantime, basically, for the start of the season, experience heads as well. Go on. Oh, what was in? How did that not go in? Freeman with the shot there, literally just on the edge of the box. I got what's this again? Bloody hell! How does this not go in? Because of the ricochets, it should have gone in. Law of average. Keeper pushes it onto the bar. Keeper gets a hand to it onto the bar, comes back out, hits a boot that's in the air, and it usually laws of average that usually goes straight in. But no, he went out for a corner instead. Almost a crack. Oh, go on! Did hit herself there. The flag's got up for offside apparently. Of course it has. I don't know how they're getting them so fit so fast. If I did my knee, I'll be done for the year. Well, we years ago, Rob Holding and Hector Bellerin had their ACLs done pretty much at the same time, like a game or two in between each other, and they were out for a year plus. But nowadays, I think the treatments are now somewhat more advanced nowadays compared to when obviously Bellerin and Rob had their ACLs done. That they do tend to recover that a little bit, not massively quicker, but a little bit quicker than what they normally used to back in the day. Yeah, Ernie off for Chloe, Russo off for Blastini. So it's like for like subs basically. Catherine says, better if they were playing on grass and not turf, or whatever this fucking bullshit is. Yeah, it's a 3D. I think it's a 3D plastic fucking 3D crap, isn't it? So like Carpet Brands FC. Not turf, there would be more goals. That would be massive. We would all, yeah. The chances we've had, the way we've played this game. But in saying that, Bournemouth, our girls play on Bournemouth most of the season, pretty much for that. How many years now? And Bournemouth, the pitch there's the same as this pitch. So I think it's more luck for the Swedish side than anything that it isn't. This hasn't been a complete landslide, score-wise. The FA should be investigating more seriously into his ACLs injuries. There's so many of them as well. I was saying last night on the podcast about a comment that Rob Holding made in his interview a few weeks ago. One sec, something there. I was getting a bit of a boost, energy boost thing. Okay. Who was it? We mentioned it. Emerson, I think it's Patton. Emerson reminded me that it was beginning the chat. Was it? I think it was Patton. We said it was, wasn't it? One of our young girls, as well, has gone out. She went out on loan, basically. I don't think it was Patton actually. It's one of our girls we've sent out on loan. We initially sent out on loan, basically. She'd already done one ACL and recovered from that, so sent out loan to get her minutes back up and all that. And she's gone off for a loan spell and straight away done her other ACL. So she's had to come back and receive treatment straight from the off. Oh, who was it? We literally mentioned her last night. I could do my head in. But yeah, they had sure they do. Because before we had as I referred to it last season, the ACL curse it asked. It hit Aston Villa. Aston Villa's squad start the season. They had next to no one at one point. They had 7 players out injured, and 6 of them had ACLs. Well, this is all started going into the season itself, or just starting from training, things like that. And as we've seen since, it's like the curse then somehow came over to Arsenal and fucking took Beth out, took Viv out, then disappeared for a bit, then took Leah out, then Laura out in the biggest game of our season. No. Wake up, whoever that was. Why did you? I think that was Amanda almost got a noggy there. Just hit sort of a hitting the swiping the foot in the air, throwing a lemon in the air, and slid off your boot and almost went in. But yeah, you say how frequent in the last 12 months the amount of ACLs that have hit the women's game is mental. Even at the World Cup, there's incidences at the World Cup with players getting ACLs. And when, from an England point of view, when Kira Walsh, when Kira Walsh went down in match day 2 against Denmark, because of the way she went down, from an Arsenal perspective, straight away, myself and others, again, either friends or people that come on this channel that watch women's game as well, as soon as we saw Kira Walsh go down, the flashback of it when Nia went down, it was like a carbon copy of in terms of how the body went. And yeah, thankfully, obviously, she didn't do an AC. It was just as a knock. But yeah, well, Katie, be careful. And Kate to get her booking. Yep. New season, same old Katie, getting a customary yellow carpet by the looks of it. Again, I'm just saying in terms of women's game in general, there's been a lot, and I mean a lot, in under 12 months. The numbers are ridiculous. But I get what you're saying, Alex. Obviously, men are getting ACLs as well, but not to the same level in terms of the amount in that same time frame. Yeah, Kate McKay got a customer yellow card. His new season, but same old Katie. Took one for the team, but at the same time, really, first game of the season, basically. Oh dear. Kath, maybe at the AstroTurf is because of the freeze. It is in Sweden as well, so yeah. A couple of rugby rounds in New Zealand, also AstroTurf and grass mix. Yeah, but say that carpet burns you'll be getting on your knees in the tackles. Jesus, in the ruck and the mauls. That was it, Goldie. Tira Goldie, that was it. Yeah. Apologies, got the name wrong. Yeah, basically, yeah, she's done an ACL, one ACL. She's recovered from that, and she's a young player as well. So we're going to get the minutes anyway. So we went and sent her out on loan this summer. She's gone out to the club and done away with her ACL. So obviously with that, she's having to come back and go through rehab at Arsenal now with her other ACL gone. She's so young. It's mental. Oh, good save, Zinsberger. Great goalkeeping. Yes, he's one of our youngsters coming through. Goldie has been. Got a feel for because that could, because it's down doubled that ACL. It might never be the same again. Dynamo BGU are 9-0 up against Anian. Another Champions League. Oh, okay. A qualifying game. Fair enough. Never heard of them. Never do. Well, unless we get them in a two-legged affair. Nothing to worry about there anyway. Well, 20 minutes to go. 70 minutes in. 20 minutes to go, guys. It is, as I say, as the scoreboard says on the screen as well, 1-0 to the Arsenal. We've had this game's. We've had the amount of chances we've had. This game should be out of sight, with all due respect. Go on. Can you just kill the game off, please? Go on, Leah. Go on, put it back. Oh, you know, one there to tap it. Well, there was someone there to tap it, but get the connection. Gate then. Go on, Kim. Someone get open for her. Ball back in. Oh, Leah. Leah Harding. Jesus. I'm here on my second team as well. Okay. Opponents looking dangerously desperate for an equaliser. Yeah, because obviously they know that they can equalise and drag it out to the end of the match. But there's a 50-50 chance of a penalty. Oh, Kim's going off. Another sub here. Who's coming on though? Who is coming on? Pavlova, yeah, another one of World Cup stars making her first start since the World, obviously since the she was on again one of the outstanding players for the national team in the World Cup as well, but representing the Arsenal obviously as well. Hey, Hurling is there just in case it goes to PKs. Yeah, she just smash it against the goalkeeper and just drop over the line just about by the skin of its teeth. Looking forward to Benfica versus Clintonville ladies at 8 p.m. Bloody hell. But I think Benfica might win that one comfortably, unless they drop off a cliff. Is it me or has Leah Hurling dyed her hair? Yes. Because she's a natural blonde, but she's dyed it. I don't know if anyone says she has dyed her hair to like the Trossard, the same colour as Trossard has, or has been dyeing his hair to since back end of the season, like a silvery tinge to it. That World Cup penalty it's gone to head, everyone. Oh dear. Can we just kill this game off, please, so I can enjoy the last few minutes of this game? Oh my days, I hate you. It's 1-0. They can still get back into it. How are we doing on the old channel side of things out? Almost at 2.55. Cool. It's all cool on the hood. Over 3,000 views since we've been live, guys. That's mad. Again, does it whilst being live. Never had that sort of high numbers for whilst being live. And I mean, afterwards, once other people come in and check it out and all that, yeah, we occasionally get them sort of numbers. But bloody hell, 43 likes as well. Absolutely smashing it today. Thanks to everyone that's new to the channel and the regulars as well. Appreciate the support. And here comes our other member of the channel, aka Spencer. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Not much, but girls are winning 1-0. About to go through to Saturday's last playoff-ish game before the two-legged affair for, yeah. Maybe the Oz Sam that bleached her hair. We do have a hole in the ozone here, yeah. Oh dear. Thing is, again, this is to speak to my mentioned before, one of the other members of the channel. If I see your name come up as Bronco, automatically, because I'm English and all that, automatically the flashbacks of Annie Falls and Horses and Boyce's brother-in-law Bronco, the painter and decorator, living out of a little bed sitter by Heathrow or was it Gatwick? It was Gatwick or Heathrow. So when I see that, I just boom. Hence why I say Bronco. Still looking in my no. Defensively, not like how we are defensively. Down the right hand side. Down the right hand side. When they take over down the right, they look dangerous. I'm not liking it. We look outnumbered on the right hand side, and don't like it. Oh. Actually, could be most games this week are trash. In terms of the men's, yeah, international. I can't stand international football. Been years. I don't know Eddie. Obviously, Eddie's been called up. Saka's in the World Cup. Saka's in the squad as well, along with Ramsdale and all that. But we know, obviously, Saka will start. We know Saka fucking Southgate just runs into the ground no matter what. Could backfire one day. We'll be lucky. We'll be lucky if we see Eddie. We definitely won't see Ramsdale because he just plays Pickford no matter what. Tom, I think we'll be looking for updates on the same venue pit of Balis FC versus the other Ukrainian team later via my WhatsApp. Yes, once we get the information of who's gone through in that game and all that, and kick-off times for the next game itself between the two winners. The stream itself will then be set up immediately, and then we'll go from there basically in terms of promoting the live movie again. When I say I think about, for God's sake, Tom. See, this my thing was light-hearted and referred back to a comedic side of things. You went fucking full-on serial killer running away from his fucking responsibilities, basically. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, we've got 37 minutes plus 78 minutes. Okay. So about 12 minutes plus injury time, give or take. It's just we either need to kill this game off, or Steph and Lotta need to work on their communication and strengthen up on that right hand side. Because every time they attack down that right hand side, wake up since no. Defend for your lives, you bastards. That's input. That's on Zinsberger. I'm sorry. What was she playing at? She played the entire team into trouble there, playing out from the back there. Diddy daddy, and got tackled. The ball then fell to, I think, was it Amanda? But it didn't fall to her properly. Ricocheted, and it was a fucking free fall to try and block the shot and stop the shot from coming in, basically. Jesus Christ. We conceded that being on Zinsberger there. I watched it on the Arsenal website, so I'm just going by the Arsenal website. This is the Arsenal stream. Oh, yeah. He was at 4. What 4? Okay, he was, but my point still stands. It says in stats that this will be Arsenal's first win over. Yeah, because it's the first time we played them ever. Caitlin Ford, as Tom says, Caitlin Ford got our goal. Russo could have scored before she just before she went off, but obviously didn't. Ball in. Go on. Yes! That Leah Herding as well. Come on. Well done. There's the Arsenal fans. So, mate. 2-0 to the Arsenal. We're through to the next round. Fuck it. Of all the people, as well, one of the players I critiqued a lot last season, Leah Herding stepping up with the header there. Have a look. Just jumps up, literally runs into space. No, the person that meant to be marker did not mark her whatsoever. She just ran off, jumped in the air, got a contact with her head. He just fell in and obviously went into the goal because the goalkeeper went into no man's land. And I think we can say we are safely through, ladies and gentlemen, to Saturday's next round game. Oh dear. Let's not talk to anymore because we're winning 2-0. You won't find someone who respects Swedish football than me. Okay, let's see about that. Must be the new hair. Mate, again, I know you're new to the channel, but if you come to me last come across this channel last season. Any women's game she played in, I criticised the life out of her because she was just so frustrating to watch, especially back into the season as well. I mean, I was at the Emirates for the semi-final, Champions League semi-final against Wolfsburg. When Stina went off and she came on, oh my god, I am sitting there. I was tearing what hair I've got. I was tearing out basically every time the ball fell to her because she was the only one that night where everything she touched went wrong basically in terms of. Oh, one sec. Well done, Amanda. One sec. And Leah gets rid of it. But yeah, she was the only one where the ball fell to her and it would just she would give the ball, pass it, and give it back to the opposition, or just literally have the worst touch in the world and just go straight back to the opposition base. And he just pissing me off like you wouldn't believe. And since then, until now, I've been like, even the World Cup, even when I was like, every time she came up on the bench, I was like, oh, so Sweden have given up that day. Especially against the USA, when she came on against the USA, I was like, oh, okay. And then when she stepped up in the penalty, I was like, fair enough, but you're going to miss. And I thought she had. It's like, oh, of all people, yeah. And obviously, until they checked it, they VAR checked and all that, confirmed it. I thought, oh, typical Leo, yeah, typical. And letting the people that gets behind them down again, as per usual. But no, I was wrong. In moments later, I was like, oh, that should have all went over the line, so it's a goal. And the USA are out. And to be fair, as I say, she's so far been involved in this since she's coming in the second half. She's been pretty involved compared to her usual standards, and obviously scoring that goal as well sums it up really. So again, consistent wise with her, she has to improve now consistency wise. There's pressure there. He's not guaranteed any minutes really. You think about it, when we've got a full fit squad, where her minutes going to come from, I don't know, but that's down to her to fight for it, basically. Maybe this is her way of doing it. Yep, it is. Yep. Would rather have Norwich shitty women torturing me in a dungeon. Actually, I would probably enjoy it. No New Year. Well, so Russo got stuff for being a former Man United player. I heard. Leave her alone. She's one of us now. Not one of yours, because you're a Leeds fan and I don't understand her hatred. But leave her alone. She's right in the wrongs. She saw the light. She's coming back to the light side. Oh dear, one for improve for Nelly. Just a tad, yeah. Oh dear, I'm melting. Not long to go though. 5 minutes plus injury time. And looks like they're doing another sub just this team. Oh, yeah. Let's go, Arsenal. Let's go. Oh, phone buzzing. Oh, hybrid score's gone live. Okay. Yeah, so Sophie the hybrid squad have just gone live. That was my phone buzz. I thought someone's ringing me. Like, so at least we won't be playing them on Saturday. And fingers crossed it'll be Paris FC. Cool. In terms of obviously Man United, we don't find out who they have to play until we get ourselves sorted from Saturday. Obviously, we know where we're fucking is up now. After Saturday, if assuming we don't do our bit and screw things up there. By the way, this T-shirt isn't white. By the way, I'm just going to let you know now. This is a light blue T-shirt, Adidas T-shirt. But because of the natural light's coming in, I've got curtains closed, and the light that's obviously coming in is Yeah, it looks like it's fucking white, but if I come closer, yeah, you might see it a bit better. Never go that fast, Stefan. Jesus Christ. Can't wait for the Sudbury Town versus this town Watchalong. We won't be opening this channel. Maybe the Ford in Spain might do one day when he's desperate for a few views. Oh, Chris is in the chat. Our local Liverpool, our Cockney Liverpool fans in the chat. In Australia is in Eurovision. They should add the Oz Women's Club teams to Uefa. They may as well. If you're going to fucking not just Australia, but like yourselves, non-European countries in the Eurovision, you can't even got Eurovision at that point now. Because not, you've got. You might as well call it fucking global vision or something, because you're inviting 3 countries now from outside of Europe. Paris FC versus Carabas, 8 p.m. tonight. Can't wait. Yeah, we play. So basically, the winners of that Paris game play the winner, obviously, as it stands, Arsenal on Saturday. Kickoff times and all that I'm going to find out via Emerson and the Arsenal website, respectively, in the next 24 hours. And once I know, get the thumbnail sorted, and then the stream will be set up straight away, ready for Saturday. Hopefully, be a bit more cooler. I'll be able to wear one of my Arsenal jerseys for that one. I doubt it. You never know. As I say, a local, a Cockney Liverpool fans in the chat. Who's coming in sub-wise? In terms of subs today, we've had, I'm trying to think now, Blessinis has come on, Leah Hurling came on, Steph Cately came on. Cately, sorry. Steph Cately's come on. Pavlova came on with Kim Little. And that's it so far. Yeah, that's it so far. Go on. Yes! Stina Blackstenius, thank you very much. 3-0. Off we go. Thank you very much. Our 2 Swedes come on and scored a goal to kill the game off. Thank you very much. Off we go. On the Saturday, bring on Paris FC or whoever basically it may be. Come on. One more goal and my score prediction's right. Oh dear. What a finish from Steiner as well, near post, everything. Oh. Yeah, no Beth Mead tonight so far. We haven't needed her, so no need to rush her back either. Good because she's available. But there's no need to rush her. Maybe we might even see her on Saturday now. Depending on how that game goes. Instead, because of the quick turnaround of obviously this is a 4 minutes injury time, by the way, 4 minutes injury time. But this is the first game for most of these girls. This is the first game basically in general for the team this season, basically. Effectively our first pre-season, if you will. Even though it's qualifying for Champions League, but you know what I'm saying. So because of that and the fact of the turnaround, obviously on Wednesday night, the next game on Saturday, there might be a bit of a turnaround in terms of certain players might have started tonight that will be on the bench on Saturday. And the ones that haven't played might get a start, and just to sort of mix up a bit and keep players their fitness and all, and not risking any injuries. It's 30 plus until Sunday. Yep, I'm not wearing an Arsenal jersey on Saturday night. Then, Jesus Christ, I'm not melting for no one. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, go on, we get a fourth. Go on, Lotta. What was that from Leela Hurling? I mean, not held on to it a bit too long, but there, options there, and you went for that basically. Don't forget tonight's Full Nelson CM Punk firing via the medium of memes. Gunther and our beloved Gavin, and then obviously there's a link there. This is for anyone that's new to the channel that hasn't gone on, doesn't know about this. Tom, a member here, is a Leeds fan, has his own channel dedicated to wrestling and all that. Does watchalongs, past, present, and all that malarkey as well for all the major wrestling events. With a few of the guys that obviously we know, you'll find out are Arsenal fans as well that obviously have a keen interest in wrestling. Either way, if you're another one of them keen wrestling fans, go and check out Tom's channel now. There's a link there. Go and click on it. Go and sub to it now, and yeah, turn your notifications on as well. So every time he does go live, you obviously won't miss a second, obviously. Including his stream later on tonight. Oh yes, Alex, thank you. No, thank you. Obviously, I was always going to do this anyway in terms of these watching. As I say, 3 years now I've been doing these women's games and all that as well, along with the men's and all that content wise. But obviously, thank you for obviously coming along and subbing to the channel and sticking with us and taking part in the chat as well. Hopefully this heat wave lasts forever. No need to wear an Arsenal shirt. Something to be said about Liverpool shirts. Oh dear. Maybe in the UK UK need to have sleeveless jerseys like in Australia. But no, they won't do that because can't have sponsorships and all that. It can't show the Premier League badge or this, that, and the other. How do you know who's the league champions over there? They don't have that gold line on their sleeve. Oh dear. Plus, we'll do that. Give it as an option, and fucking, our UK weather in general is shit in terms of rain, damp, cold shit. We get every year. I can tell you this now. Every year, heat wave. What in terms of UK heat wave, we get 2 to 3 weeks over the course of the summer where we get this sort of weather, and that's it. Last year was the worst because obviously we had to fall here in the UK for one day, but it was like they recommended because of the humidity and this, that, and the other, not to work, not to do anything. Basically, don't go out for your own safety and whatever. It was that hot because of the humidity and all that. And the full time still goes 3-0. Arsenal proceed through to the next round, which is on Saturday, of disqualifying for the Champions League proper. So as I say, this Saturday we'll play Paris FC or their opponents. So it depends who gets through on that one on Saturday. Again, once I know the kickoffs for that, I will be putting the stream up. I will be putting the stream up on that as well. Get that up and ready as soon as I can. And yeah, so keep an eye out for that. And obviously we'll go live. Maybe half hour early. Might get someone else, a couple of people, other people on as well, as it's on a Saturday as well. Why not? Today was impossible because everyone is obviously life is in the way basically. Arsenal ladies won a European trophy once, I think. Yes, we did. 2007. 06-07, the famous quadruple season. Thank you very much. The only team in England for men or women to win a quadruple. And that is the League Cup, FA Cup, and the Champions League. Emma Hayes can't do it. It's killing her. She can't do it. Oh, there. Was that? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was every winning a season we won basically, and no other team's done it since. But especially since. And Emma Hayes has sort of made it her mission since she left that. Since she sort of buggered us off to go to Chelsea all them years ago. She's made it her mission to try and emulate that at Chelsea. come close once and bottled it in the Champions League final, got obliterated by Barcelona. So that's the closest he's come as a domestic treble. That's the closest he's come. And she has the audacity to rig at Arsenal if we win a trophy over. Quadruple trebles aren't for everyone. Easy enough done in the SPL, mate. But yeah, with that, we are going to tap out now. We are going to get out of it because it is, as I say, I need to go have a shower and freshen up and cool my body down, basically. And yeah, there's nothing else to say, really. Yeah, 3-0. It's realistically, Kim scores the penalty in the first half. I think this game is even more one-sided than the scoreline suggests. 3-0 is even 3-0 is flattering to the opposition today. But if you ask me, there's a few chances that we went 3-1-0 in the second goal. They had a few chances in the second half where they could have got an equaliser. Some dodgy goalkeeping from Zinsberg at one moment trying to play that back and got caught out. But yeah, in general, we're a far superior team. We went full strength, and we didn't mess about in that sense. In terms of we did our job, basically went out there, did our job, won the game, and now we're through to Saturday's next qualifying game, basically, before the second round playoff two-legged affair. Andrew's in the chat. Andrew just popped into the evening voice. Nice to see. Nice win, I see. Yep, nice win. Lee, our favourite player, scored the second goal, by the way. Ange. Leah Hurling. It was obviously Kim Little had a penalty missed. Clayton Ford scored our first goal. And then Leah Hurling scored the second. And Stina Blackstenius scored the third. No, there was no Beth today in terms of playing wise. He was on the bench, but was an unused sub. Just coming in, so you know the ins and outs of it all. And yeah, you know what? Again, no reason for that. No reason to complain. We went out there and did our job, and now we're on to the next game basically on Saturday. As I say, we find out our opponents in a few hours' time, and once we know our opponents, keep an eye out on the community post. I will make the announcement there, and then once we know the kickoff times, I'll get the stream up and running in terms of set it all up ASAP. So keep an eye out for that. If you're new to the channel as well and you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel. Do smash that like button as well. Obliterate the like button like you have done already. Most of you have done already. Keep obliterating that like button. And yeah, to subscribe, like, and share the content. Grab a link to the stream as well. Share it around, or the channel as well. Just share it around all your friends, be it Gooners or football fans in general, and help this channel grow that bit faster. It'd be massively appreciated, and we'll see you on the other side. We'll see you soon. Trying to think now, on Thursday, Friday, you'll definitely see me Saturday. You might see me Thursday or Friday, depending on what I can find fitting basically into a stream, whatever. But we definitely are back Saturday, so keep an eye out for that. And until then, guys, take care of yourselves. All the new faces, appreciate you coming in, integrating with the chat as well, and having a laugh along the way. Hope to see a lot more of you guys, the new faces as well, going forward. All your familiar faces as well. Again, massive thank you as well for popping in and keeping me sane as well, especially how early the kickoff was today. And we'll see you soon. As always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.